check it. Check it. Oh, I think I got the fever. I'm heated. Pumping up the meter. Roll me a ringleader, mad party bleeder. Make this what a storm. Lead after lead after leader. Hey, can you dig it? I come alive, y'all, give me what you got. Back up, come shake up, pump your fist up. You take the shadow, no buckshots, your bust, slip up. Morning like kid. Wanna make it feel alright. Pump it up all night. Body rock, show me what you got. Let go, break. Slip up. Morning like kid. Wanna make it feel alright. Pump it up all night. Body rock, show me what you got. Let go, break.
He just stands still. He stands still with his little controller gun.
Are you tired of being a slave to the meta? Do you want to shake things up in the current sandbox? Well, I got the build for you. Let me introduce you to Abeyant Storm. Let's start with the subclass and the exotic. Today we'll be using Titan Strand with Abeyant Leap, and I already know what you're thinking. But Yarn, why not use Prismatic with a new hot ticket exotic class item? Well, the answer is Woven Mail and Thread of Continuity. Of course, it's a little more complicated than that, so let's dive a little deeper. Starting with Abeyant Leap, the exotic perk states, improves Drenger's Lash, projectiles track targets more aggressively and travel farther, gain Woven Mail when you suspend a target. As everyone knows, Abeyant causes 3 lashes instead of the usual 1, but what people oftentimes forget is the second part, which is not present on the class item. And since this is a more aggressive playstyle, Woven Mail is a really nice buff, granting you 25% damage resistance on non-precision hits. Now, for regular primary duels where people are accurate and can hit your face, it seems a little useless. However, if those same players are suspended, which forces them to hip fire their weapons in the air, well, they're most certainly not hitting any crits, meaning you'll be taking no types of damages. But Woven Mail's utility doesn't end there. Weapons that don't typically do precision damage like shotguns or glaives will simply deal less damage to you. In this clip, I have Woven Mail and happen to run into a shotgunning player. What they don't realize is that I can tank their shotgun, so I'm able to get the double melee to finish them off. Alright, so we're on the Strand subclass mostly because of Thread of Continuity, which increases the suspend duration from 3 seconds to 4.5 seconds. Now, 1.5 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but it makes getting the kill on a suspended target substantially easier. Not only that, but you have access to Thread of Wisdom and Thread of Mind, which grant you an Orb of Power and class ability energy for defeating a suspended victim. Now, the last fragment choice is kind of free. You can choose whatever you want. You can't go wrong with Threat of Regeneration or just a stat increasing one. So what else are we using on Strand? Well, Shackle Grenades, obvious choice for more suspensions, along with Rally Barricade just to always have the suspend available. And the final aspect choice, well, that's your wild card, and it's Fletchet Storm. Due to the fact that this aspect is almost never seen, you can really use it to catch people off guard. How it works is upon using your melee during a slide, your character will launch into the air, consuming half of your melee charge, and then subsequent melee inputs will send a barrage of unraveling projectiles, each barrage costing another half of your melee charge. On your screen, this may look pretty simple, but on the enemies, all this flying will confuse the shit out of them.
Not do it. I wasn't sound scared the whole time because you didn't yell frag out, so it wasn't a good throw.
What is this guy playing?
Finally, your choice of weapons is technically unrestricted, but there are a few I would recommend. Quicksilver Storm was the original choice, and even after the nerfs it caught, it is still a fantastic auto rifle. And if you couldn't tell by the gameplay, Rufus's Fury is my personal choice if you want to get a bit more range than Quicksilver Storm would normally offer. Other honorable mentions are Perpetualis, Lethal Abundance, Synchronic Roulette, and Imminence. In your energy slot, a shotgun will probably be the best option, so you can really use whatever you have, you know, Matador, Retold Tale, Hellwinter's Lie, or really whatever you prefer. The gameplay loop for this build is pretty simple. You run in, suspend, get the kill, grab the orb and the tangle, and then repeat. I guess also use your wild card to keep your enemy on their toes, so whenever the opportunity arises, you know, just show them something they haven't seen. Aside from a few inconsistencies, this build is really fun, and I hope to see more Guardians out there suspending and flying. There you have it, friends. You now know the Abeyant Storm. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a good one. Later.